I'm about 3.5 weeks post-operation. I'm in my support garment. If you compare to the before photo, you can see it fits very differently. Chest is of course very different because that's all been removed. Stomach is, so I still have quite a lot of swelling in the abdomen, which I'll come on to in a second, but you can still see, whereas before I had like a pouch, like just an extra bulge of tissue here, that's kind of gone now. So it's just basically what you see in the swelling. For the tape, you can kind of see, I mean, it pretty much matches my skin tone perfectly, so it's a little bit harder to see, but you can see you've got the on my chest directly under the chest muscle, so hopefully when the wounds heal it's going to be hidden quite well, although I'll probably get it tattooed over at some point anyways. Nipples were grafted back on. I'm still a little bit freaked out by them, so I'm trying not to look at them too closely. Up to now, the hardest part, I'd say, in terms of the entire recovery, has been dealing with under the arms. That's quite a high friction area, plus the stitches are going up there, plus the support garment ends up pushing into the stitches a little bit, so it does get very uncomfortable. That's gone down quite a lot. The wounds have healed. Support garment feels a little bit looser, so generally it's fine, although if there's one area that I still feel discomfort, it is there. Range of motion in the arms is still not quite there. Part of it is just because these muscles still feel a bit bruised. Part of it is the tape, and when I'm reaching overhead because I feel it tighten, I'm still not sure whether that's the wound or the tape, so I'm kind of being extra careful with that. And you can see in the abdomen, so you have the central incision here, extra bit of tape over the belly button. I haven't looked in there yet, and then you can see the main horizontal wound kind of goes probably more than half of my waistline. So from here around to basically the equivalent on the other side. Swelling is still really, really bad here. From day one, actually, I've had this just one extra bad patch of swelling on this side, so it's been a little bit asymmetrical, but it is all going down. I've been walking a lot. I've been doing about 12,000 steps a day, every day since I could walk comfortably again. Hydration, 2 to 3 liters of water a day. So yeah, that seems to be going in the right direction. If you compare the before photos, I had a decent sort of rib / outline of ab definition here. That's gradually starting to come back a little bit. So yeah, this is where we are. In terms of being able to stand upright, I'm still not quite there. You can see I'm still a little bit hunched forwards. Although, side profile, you can see a big difference in the chest. Yeah, I'm still not entirely upright, but that's because there's still just so much swelling here. It's too tight for me to be able to try and fully right myself up. And full range of motion, I mean, technically, I want to be able to backbend for full range. I'm not quite there yet either. 3.5, 4 weeks. It's going in the right direction. It just takes patience to, end up getting there. I mentioned that this side is more swollen. This side also seemed to have more bruising, although I'm pretty sure more tissue was removed from this side. So I don't really know how to explain that. I'm seeing my consultant, my surgeon, later this week. When I've had my follow-up appointments and they've changed the tapes, they said everything's healing really quickly and it's going really well. So that's been positive. I'm noticing a difference every day. Now, literally, apart from just the range of motion in my arms and the swelling, everything else kind of feels okay again. I can't reach overhead still, which means that I do need help with reaching things, but I kind of plan ahead, so it's not too much of an inconvenience. I still haven't been able to have a proper shower because you need to keep the tapes dry. And then if you do have a shower and they get wet, you need to kind of let them dry out or use a hairdryer or something to dry them out before you put the support garment on again. And that can take a little while. So I've been kind of having quick showers and using antibacterial wipes just to actually feel clean. I honestly cannot wait till I can have like a normal proper shower again. I'm very happy with results so far. You can see, if you compare to the before photos, how much of a difference there is in the chest. Abdomen, I'm still waiting to see. In terms of exercise and activity, the first few days I had really bad swelling. I was kind of hunched over like that. I couldn't walk more than 5-6 minutes just because it would tire my lower back and actually get quite sore. After, I was a little bit more upright, so it was about a week. I have a treadmill at home, so I could walk on that, holding on to things for support, so it wasn't putting too much strain on my lower back. And I was doing 3,500 steps a day, and then gradually started building it up. The 1 week after, I started at 3,000 steps, gradually built it up to 4,000, 6,000, and so on. And then after about a week and a half, I was doing 12,000 steps a day regularly. I stayed indoors on the treadmill just because the swelling fluctuates, so it can kind of just increase very suddenly. I don't know why, or it might just be in my head, but the swelling can increase very suddenly. And what happens with that is that it just means I end up hunched over again. And if I go out for a walk, I don't want to risk sort of going out and getting hunched over and then not being able to get myself home. So until it was sort of reduced enough that even if it fluctuated, I'd still be fairly upright, I stayed with walking on the treadmill. Because about the 3-week mark, exactly 3 weeks actually afterwards, that I felt comfortable enough to go out for a walk, and I went out for about half an hour. Then the next day it was about 45 minutes, and the next day an hour. The weather's been good, so I've been able to do that. And yeah, I'm hitting 12,000 steps a day. No lifting, no jumping, no cardio, or no sort of like, no I guess what we traditionally look at as exercise. None of that until 6 weeks, apparently. Also, bear in mind, I don't really want to try and put myself in a position where I'm going to sweat because the tapes need to stay dry. And if I end up sweating, then they're going to get wet. And also, I still need to wear the support garment day and night. And I do not want to sweat in that. I've been told that after around 4 weeks, I can start to do some exercise. Namely, I think what was mentioned was sitting on an exercise bike, and I have got a spin bike at home. But I'm going to wait until after my follow-up on Thursday just to see if I can get the tapes off, and then I can actually have a really proper shower. I can sweat, which might actually help reduce the swelling as well. There we are. Still not fully upright, but it's going in the right direction. Swelling, little patch is worse here than the other side, and the main discomfort has been under the arm. So that, I think, is a pretty good recap of where I'm at now. And yeah, overall, I'm pretty happy.